Interruption! North Macedonia series needs to be interrupted with this because this is the current and the fact that the Day of the Dead just passed.
KRIZAN, KRIZAN.
I like to talk to you about the BS that goes through my brain while traveling alone to help you feel normal for being you. They tried to steal my grandma's headstone.
Ready for the Day of the Dead? No!
Throughout this vlog, you're just going to hear me constantly saying the Day of the Dead. The Day of the Dead is actually in Mexico. There's the Day of the Dead. Don't compare it. I just happened to use that as a reference point for a day where we actually remember the dead. Halloween falls on the 31st of October. Then we move into the 1st of November, which is All Saints' Day. Then the 2nd of November is in fact All Souls' Day, otherwise known as the Day of the Dead in Mexico. Predominantly Catholic, Anglican and Orthodox faiths, they practice All Souls' Day, which is where they go to the cemeteries and they take flowers and light candles and say a few words to those who have passed. That's what happened here in Serbia. Where am I? Serbia! With me fambam. Yay! You're gonna say them. Oh, you're so lucky. I don't know where that accent came from, sus. Carrying on. Let's do this. Barbecue time.
Wait a minute.
Weekend of the Day of the Dead, or around the Day of the Dead, which is the 1st of November. I'm in my calculator right now, so we'll just roll with it.
I thought it was the 1st of November, but it's in fact the 2nd of November. Clearly I didn't prepare for this, right? I love cemeteries. Since the day I can remember as a child, I just found it so peaceful. I'm gonna get emotional because that's my granddad. My grandpa's behind me and I've kind of neglected him. I don't know where to start with this. My dad didn't have a good history with his father. He only ever spoke about my grandma with that loving nature and how much she did for him before she passed when he was still a teen. Now, I was here in 2017, right? Even then, I didn't buy a flower or anything. And this time round, I completely forgot that he was in this cemetery. And so Sylvia saved my ass again and got a pot of flowers. It was in fact for her grandparents, but she got 2 of them. So then she gave 1 for my grandfather. You're getting an idea of the neglect here. This is what I mean about meeting the locals and meeting people. And I'm kind of having to pull that back and apply it to my own home environment. So the people that are closest to me, my loved ones. Getting to know them helps me to then know the truth about me. Being here in Serbia is always really, really emotional for me because my dad's not here and I'm with his family. And it's really tricky to put all the pieces together because you don't have them there to help you with the puzzle pieces. And I know that you're just like, dude's dead. Like, who'd be caring now? I do. Because I am standing in front of my grandfather's grave going, I have neglected you because my father felt hurt by you and didn't have a good history with you. So then I built my opinions off what he had said. But at the end of the day, I'm still standing in front of his grave going, but you're still my grandfather. I've always thought of All Souls' Day as my grandma's day whenever I'm here. As soon as it hits that time of the year, I'm just like, okay, I need to go see grandma. It's all about grandma, 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 grandma. somebody has tried to steal my grandma's headstone. Headstones are heavy. Today, we came and realized that the headstone of my grandma has been moved. So that means that somebody tried to actually steal her headstone. Now, to move that headstone, it's like a 4 to 5 person job. And we were only able, over like the last 20 minutes, we've been like playing around with it to try and move it. It just really breaks my heart that there are people out there that do this, because it's already hard enough to lose someone, you know? They tried to steal my grandma's headstone. It really hit me. My dad died in 2014. Her gravestone was erected by my dad, and I distinctly recall my dad saying to me numerous times that in Serbia, people do steal the headstones at cemeteries to resell them. When I saw that, immediately I was like, now my family thinks it was just the wind. It needs to be a really good amount of wind. Tornado, hurricane, I don't know, you know, to have moved that, because it was really hard for us just to move it the fraction to get it back in place. My cousin Robbie ended up going to get one of the guys who works in the office to come and have a look. Everyone speaks in Hungarian, okay? This guy comes over and he's just like, it's the wind. I show him the footage that you see. His reaction was just, oh. Because my grandma's gravestone sits in a spot where all surrounding gravestones are either neglected or they don't come anywhere near as expensive looking as my grandma's headstone. Now, that's not to brag. It is but to say that hers seems to be the of that part of the cemetery. And that part of the cemetery was actually people who had died in the hospital that was nearby, and then their bodies were literally just dumped there. I had no idea if this was actually a Sunday service or if it was a funeral service, but I really wanted to vlog it. But I didn't want to like disrespect anyone with my presence of filming it. So I went and stood behind this headstone filming. I'm a sucker for this kind of stuff. When I see something going on, brain is like do 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 do. There's no stopping me when vlogging something. I love my family immensely. Thing is I just realized Yener, I call him my uncle, and my cousin Robbie, I call him my cousin. My grandfather, his cousin is in fact Yener's wife. Then it leads down to my cousin and my dad, and then it leads to my baby cousin and me. Like we even care. I'm just gonna tell you anyway. In the last, like, however long of my life, I've been calling Yener my uncle and Robbie my cousin. But in fact, Yener is the husband of my first cousin twice removed. Robbie and Silvia are in fact my second cousins once removed. My baby cousin, Sylvia's son, is then my third cousin. Now, you know what? In the Tongan realm, we just call everyone cousin and uncle. If they're older than us, we call them aunts and uncles. If they're around our age, we call them cousins. But we also do have cousins that are like 20 odd years older than us. Am I just getting confusing? We're family. That's how we're just going to say it. We're just family. Yeah, we'll make that easy. Woo! Carry on. For me, this was so beautiful, seeing just an ocean of flowers on tombstones. Who's going to clean that? No, too far. Seeing the stalls and the sweets and the barbecues that were happening outside the cemeteries as well. I really loved seeing how many people were out to commemorate their loved ones that had passed. It was just such a warm feeling.
Wow. I'm so not used to this. I'm so used to like the well-groomed
Cemeteries. I have never seen that before. Tombstones basically in the bush. A horror movie type thing, you know what I mean? No.
Plus slabino premium.
I am honestly so blessed to have my family. They took care of my dad the same as they take care of me. And I'm just forever grateful. It's not until you travel that you realize how important home is. This is just a moment where I'm taking time out to visit my loved ones that had passed, to then remember where I am right now and to appreciate those around me. Because no matter what I think, I need people. I put myself here in front of you to help you reflect and see just how normal you are. It is important for you to know that you are meant to be the way you are. And whatever you picture in your mind isn't there for no reason. You're meant to be there. Seeing my grandma, seeing my grandfather, seeing the day where living humans go out and they take in the time to share with those who have passed, helped me realize the one thing you and I have in common is that we are going to pass. It's inevitable. But if I can help you feel like you can live this life the way you feel it in your soul, then that's my job done. They tried to steal my grandma's headstone. Let's just remember, tried. And we'll have an update on that in the Serbian series that is to come straight after North Macedonia. I promise.
If you like this vid, go ahead and click the thumbs up. Don't forget to leave a comment and subscribe. Click the bell at the very end. Why? So you are reminded of when my madness is next released. Lil KRIZAN, KRIZANAE. Stay healthy.
Let's go back to North Macedonia. You know, we just need to complete a few things there, which I know that you're going to be excited to see, because what do? I talk to you about falling in love.